Hey there, welcome to the Dylan Rounds case. But first, I need to make an important announcement, so please stand by. Due to recent influxes in fake user accounts and impersonations, we've had to establish a crackdown on that to prevent it going global, as it would be detrimental to Polygraph's brand. So because of that, a representative has had to stand in the meantime, whilst Polygraph is in hiding. Do you understand? That representative is present right now. That representative is speaking to you right now. So, welcome to the Dylan Rounds case, and welcome if you're currently here in the live chat. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Chase Venstra and what occurred on the 28th of when Dylan supposedly went missing. Chase Venstra supposedly has an alibi, but we need to check the location of where he was at and to see what he was doing there, because there could be ties, you never know. There's all kinds of dodgy people in this case. So with time, we'll find out. I can explain. Brenna, no, not you, not today. I'm not in the mood for you. Maybe Brookie is, yeah. Brenna sends Brookie a kiss from behind the bars. Yeah, you do that. There we go. You like that? Anyway. Thanks, Brenna, for doing that cover up. I'll pay you afterwards. Don't worry, I'm gonna pay you 10 times the amount Tyler fella pays you without the blessings. Okay, man? Goodbye. Right. So where were we at? Well, we need to get right into Google Earth now and see if we can fill in any blanks. We'll also be doing street views to get a close-up of the locations. There's quite a few to get through, but I'm sure we've got it under control. Let's get into it right now. Right, so here we are. It's a fairly simplistic map out this time. Not too many markers. Then again, when you look at Ogden, there is. Now, I just want to do a brief little backstory with Chase Venstra, okay? And then later on in the video, I will get into the theory deconstruction part. The midsection of this video before that, we'll be taking a look at Ogden and all the different locations, possible ones Chase went to, okay? So first, the backstory. Chase Venstra, as we know, he has a criminal past history, okay? He supposedly has a child or two too, which are elsewhere, I think, with the mother. He has broken that protection order in the past. He can be violent. In 2016, elsewhere outside of Montello, I think Nevada, he was done for, not a hostage situation, but locking himself in with weapons, grenades, bulletproof vest, and then the police raided him, that type of stuff. He's been known to steal the odd few items as well. In Montello, he's stolen items from Kurt, supposedly, and then at other times he's ended up looking for items for people. Back and forth type behaviour. He is a bit uncontrollable, a bit reckless, kind of like Brenner. And he also failed the polygraph test, which was to do with Dylan Rounds. So, he does appear to be a suspect in some way. And this is the interesting thing. Up to a certain point, the police announced, or as Candice pointed out in one of the interviews, that although Chase Venstra was arrested for gun charges unrelated to Dylan, the whole investigation looking into Chase Venstra was never to do with Dylan Rounds. Well, if it was never to do with Dylan Rounds, then why did Chase Venstra take a polygraph test to do with Dylan Rounds and fail? Isn't that a little odd? I know this is a little bit off subject, but this is very important when I think of it, okay? We've heard about the LE, Box Elder County, being corrupt, arresting Brenner at a later point when they should have done earlier in 2021. If it's because of the virus and the outbreak, then they should have arrested Brenner when they first got onto the land when the whole Dylan Rounds case started, but they didn't. They didn't on the first day. They did it like June 16th. So it was still dragged out. Also, Chase Venstra was supposed to be arrested earlier on, but they didn't.
once again. And then when you tie it in with the fact that the police have said Chase Venstra was never on the radar with Dylan Rounds, and yet he failed a Dylan Rounds polygraph test, means he must be hiding something, whether he's directly involved or knows of something. I know we're going in quite hard already, but for the police to excuse Chase Venstra from the Dylan Rounds case, and yet an actual polygraph test highlights that Chase Venstra does have some kind of part within it, it does make you think, are the police covering for Chase Venstra? All right. Now, in terms of locations where Chase would go to, I think it was Candice who said it, Chase moved around. He wasn't just in one spot. He didn't live in Lucin. He supposedly lived in Montello at some point, and he would alternate between Montello and Ogden. Okay? Now, if we just briefly go over to the Montello side, the Nevada border, here, I don't know the precise location because I don't have the coordinates, but as you see, it's the terrain, it's vast, desert-like, you'll have the odd trailers and farms scattered about, you got the odd few homesteads, you got the likes of Lance and Kimber living out there, as well as Ty Corbin living in Montello or nearby. Originally, obviously, Jim Brenner as well with the trailer, but that burnt down. Quick little reference to that, okay? I can't find the trailer on the spot, but basically, from what I've heard, and that was yesterday, I believe, I think Donnie said it, that the trailer of Jim's burnt down 1 year ago, okay? And yet, I believe it was Lance and others that said the trailer burnt down 2 years ago. Big difference, isn't there? There's a year difference. So what we're demonstrating once again is facts and information switching and changing back and forth. So once again, it's popped up, that type of stuff. So it doesn't really help, does it? Now, aside from that, you get the idea of the location because you've seen it before. If you haven't already, I'll just do a quick little street view if possible, if it will zoom in or not. Ooh, it's taken a long time. Okay. Bear in mind, it's not up to date this, but you get the idea of the vastness. And out there, you've got trailers, you've got the odd farm, okay? And you've got Chase Venstra's homestead, a place Salty Pancakes visited about a month or two ago, okay? There was a couple of trailers parked up. I don't think all of them were Chase's. You know, it might have been other people too, but it was empty and it was a dump, like a dumping ground. You had lawnmowers scattered about, broken vehicles and cars. You had bits of scrap and iron dumped around. The actual trailers were damaged and cluttered, as if there was some kind of hoarding going on. It was a mess. There was even a dead dog buried in a hole which wasn't quite covered up. Other people argue and say it's one of those little underground tunnels to keep the animals cool from overheating. Either way, it was dead and it looked like it was buried in some way. You also had a chicken coop nearby and they were dead as well, the chickens. So, bit rough, have been neglected for some time or so. Now, with that in mind, Chase Venstra, I don't know how long he lived in Montello for, but he had a homestead. I believe he did move around. You know, if he's got the trailers, he is going to move around. They don't seem people with trailers in areas like this, they don't seem to stick in one spot all the time. They move around from place to place, whether it be by choice or sort of a dodgy stuff going on, who knows, but that seems to be the pattern. Now, if we just back out of that, aside from Montello and what we've seen, Chase Venstra was picked up by Dylan Rounds, as we've already heard, and that was the 25th of May, okay? So very close to Dylan's disappearance. Now, how significant is it? Apologies, I just had to rotate the screen because it decided to look the wrong way. How important is it that Chase Venstra was picked up by Dylan? I know we've had that little discussion of if Chase Venstra never met Dylan, never got picked up on the 25th down Tacoma Road, then maybe Dylan would still be alive today. Possibility, but I think moreover it's to do with if Jim Brenner was arrested earlier, then Dylan Rounds would probably be okay to this day. I think it leans more with that. But you never know, they could all play a part in some way. And that's what we're trying to get to the bottom of. Right. So, aside from Montello, Candy said he would go to Ogden, which is over this way, east. It's across the Great Salt Lake, and it is near to Salt Lake City, north of it, up here. So this is Ogden. You've got Ogden and North Ogden. You see a bit of redness. Try to do like a little border outline of Ogden itself, because that's how it appeared when I searched it on Google, and I just wanted to fill it in just so you get a perimeter of the place to really map in and focus on the location, okay? Before we get further into that point and the date, the other location, okay, as you notice, a little yellow line going across the Great Salt Lake all the way up to Dylan's farm, which is down here, as you can see, and the grain shed, which is over this way down here. I've only done that just so you get an idea of the distance, and we can map out the distance shortly, because sometimes I do forget to do it, especially if there's a lot of talking and theory going on. So I can do that in a second. The third location, point of interest, would be Park Valley. Now, I have covered Park Valley in a previous video. If anyone has the exact date of when Chase was seen in Park Valley, picked up supposedly by the father, feel free to let me know in the chat. Like, was Chase Venstra picked up when he was in Park Valley before Dylan went missing, or after? Was it after the 28th? If so, that could confirm something, okay? That'd be appreciated. If any of you know when Chase Venstra was picked up whilst he was in Park Valley, let me know, or leave a comment right now in the live chat, okay? And also, before I forget, because I don't think I said it earlier, as we do go along in this video, feel free to leave your thoughts, opinions, and reactions to the stuff presented, you know, and you can talk about other things in between too. So linking back to Park Valley, where Chase was at some point, I have looked at the place. Doesn't look too dodgy, to be fair. There's a few fields, crops, and farming and pivots going on, as you can see. Don't know exactly what he was doing here, whether he's in hiding, staying at a trailer. Maybe if he does have a trailer and a vehicle, he might move around, or a camper van. That would explain that. But I don't know if he was trying to hide from people or not. That's the question. But yes, he was in this spot. The additional question would be, how often would Chase Venstra come here? Or is it a one-off? That's another thing. So, with that out the way, let's just do brief distance check. And it is going to be a very rough one, okay? I might have done it before, so I don't think I need to do Park Valley. I don't think. In terms of, was it Idaho Falls? I think it was Idaho Falls. From Dylan's farm to Idaho Falls was it like 290 miles? I did do a proper video covering it, so you can check yourself. And then one person left a comment saying it takes like 3 hours plus to get from Dylan's farm to Idaho Falls. So that's just a little thing worth taking in mind. But Park Valley is before that, if I'm correct in saying. So, what I'll do, just a very quick one from Dylan's farm to Park Valley. About 40, round it up, 40 miles. It'll be 40 plus miles when you take the different roads and routes. This was just a very quick, rough distance check. Now, what we can do, though, is check the distance from, let's say Dylan's grain shed from Ogden, okay? Because let's have it in mind. We'll start theorizing now, okay? So Chase Venstra could have took Dylan out, or was present or helping, assisting Brenner, maybe, on the day, the 28th. And then later, he ended up going elsewhere, such as Ogden. We can get more into that shortly. So, obviously we've got the grain shed here, where supposedly the action went down. Just put that there. And I will try and follow the roads, okay? I will try that, if possible. It's actually going to follow the route all the way down here, south, up to a certain point where it turns off to the left, and then you go west, in and out or so, and then you come here, which should be near the mountain border. I think, yes, it's near the mountain border. You come down here, and then I think it does link on, if I'm correct in saying. Yes. Obviously, there's different routes. There was reports that Chase Venstra was seen on a quad bike near Dylan's farm at some point. I don't know how true that is. If anyone knows, feel free to state below. And the location we're going to will be eventually reaching Wendover, okay? Because that's the way you go to Salt Lake City from the looks of it. You go in and out like this. Ooh, I've gone a bit off. Anyway, you take a little detour. You eventually get onto the 93 highway, eventually. As I say, it's just a rough one, this. Go through Wendover. Go across this long road, which is, I think, on a bridge of some sort, because it goes over the lake. Up this way, the 80 highway. Just make sure I'm going the correct way. Yeah. $154 miles up to now. We're in Salt Lake City, but we need to go north up this way, 15 highway. Then you got Clearfield, and then eventually getting into the midsection, a total of 212 miles from Dylan's grain shed all the way up to Ogden. Okay. Now, there might be alternative routes, there might be shortcuts, but this was the way I chose, and it's 212 miles, which isn't that bad. It can be all done within a day, most likely, especially if Venstra has a vehicle, which he most likely does. I don't know if his vehicle has been seized, searched, investigated. I know there was talks about Robert Aviles, another potential suspect, his black Subaru. Candice Cooley is unsure to whether it's been taken in or not. If any of you know, feel free to leave a comment down below or in the chat. Do you think Robert Aviles needs to be checked? Do you think his vehicle needs to be investigated? Has it yet or not? In addition to that, do you know if Chase Venstra's vehicle, if he has one, has been taken into, or is it still out there somewhere? That's what we need to look at. So, with the distance check out the way, it's fairly practical. Now, if you've got 212, as I said, 212 miles, is there a possibility he went on to Park Valley? What I'll do just briefly is check that, and we can add it on possibly. So if I just put the marker down here, it's only because I'm thinking if he's in Ogden, whether it be at the time or before, he might have done a circular and gone on to Park Valley for whatever reason. You never know. Is there a specific way to go? I think following the highway makes more sense. But maybe, depending on what Chase Venstra is like, he might have taken a detour. Even if he wasn't supposed to, he could be like, oh, screw this, man. I'm just going to cut across. About 100 miles, could be 100 plus. So in total, it's like 300 plus miles from Dylan's farm to Ogden and then to Park Valley. Because I don't know when Venstra was spotted in Park Valley at this moment in time. So I'm just incorporating it into the whole Ogden trip, okay? I'm not saying it definitely happened, going to Park Valley on the same day, but I'm just saying there's a possibility. I think all in all, it's probably still doable, but we've got to try and understand why is he doing that type of stuff. And this is where we move on to the theory. Well, it's not really I wouldn't say a theory, more an observation made by people. So, if I haven't already said, on the 28th, when supposedly Dylan went missing, and his final call was made before that, early in the morning of the 28th. Yeah, he parked his grain truck, as we've seen and heard, but he didn't call back, and he wasn't heard of after that, so something bad must have happened. Now, whether it be mentioned in an interview or maybe the polygraph test, who knows? Information has come out in recent time, claims by certain people that Chase Venstra, on the 28th of May, the day Dylan went missing supposedly, Chase Venstra was supposedly in Ogden. Therefore, he had an alibi to excuse him. So he was in a different city, a different area of the time Dylan went missing. Now you could be thinking, oh, well that rules him out then. You know, if he's elsewhere, he can't be in two places at once, right? So there you go, case closed. Well, not really, because as we've seen with the polygraph test, he's failed it. It does make you think what the questions were. I don't know, and some other people don't know. The questions could have been, where were you on the 28th of May? What were you doing there? How long did you stay there for? Did you stop the night? Did you pass by Lucin at any point? Those type of questions. And maybe he was like, oh yeah, I went to Ogden just to get some food. And it could be saying, did you do anything else there? And he might be like, no, not at all. And then they might say, well, CCTV proves otherwise. And he's like, and then it might mean he failed or something. Now, what was he doing in Ogden? So people have said he was in Ogden, and he additionally said that he was there because he was getting a pizza, and I believe it was 10 p.m. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I've heard that time, about 10 p.m. So it's getting on a bit, getting towards like midnight. So it does make you think, something could have happened earlier on, right? It's okay saying you were in Ogden the day Dylan went missing, but if the statements, the supposed sayings are he was seen at 10 p.m. in Ogden, it doesn't mean to say he was in Ogden all of that day, right? He could have done other things in between earlier on. He might have paid Dylan a visit to thank him. Who knows? Because what we've got to take in mind, and I'm just going to throw this theory out on the spot before I forget, okay? I feel Chase Venstra could play a part in Dylan's disappearance, but not full on directly, not literally physical. For some reason, I think on the 25th, when Dylan rescued Chase Venstra and took him back to Montello, Chase Venstra really was grateful and wanted to thank Dylan. But on the 28th, maybe Chase Venstra decided to visit Dylan's farm somehow, okay? Whether it be the farm immediately and he thought, oh, Dylan's not in, then went on to the grain shed if he knew where to go. Chase Venstra just about getting there, ready to thank Dylan, and whether it be in the heat of the moment or post-event, stumbles across Dylan, lifeless or being attacked, and Brenner's present. Chase Venstra witnesses it, but he panics or maybe he joins in. Whatever, he's present at the time, and he's like, oh shit, I only came here to thank Dylan for him giving me a ride on the 25th, and now on the 28th, I'm stood here at his grain shed, witnessing Brenner attacking Dylan. And Dylan is now unconscious, maybe dead. What do I do? I panic. Should I run? Should I escape? Should I flee? Do I keep my mouth shut? Is Brenner going to threaten me too? What do I do? That could be a possibility, that theory. And then it's like, if that's the case, what happens then? Well, depending what state Chase Venstra is in, might strike a deal with Brenner. Brenner says, you better keep quiet, turn a blind eye and don't come back. Run now, get away now. And maybe he does. He panics. Or maybe Venstra assist Brenner, whether it be because he wants to or he's forced to. And Brenner's like, right, you got to help me dispose of Dylan. We got to take him somewhere. We got to bury him maybe in the dirt mound down here. Supposedly the dirt mound which has not been searched or dug up, considering what Candice has said, and with the weeds and the roots showing. Doesn't look like it's been disturbed. So maybe Dylan was taken to the dirt mound with the assistance of Chase Venstra, who was present. And Brenner was doing the same thing. And then if not that, could be a mine shaft, a mine which would be possibly at Bald Eagle Mountain, around that point on the left-hand side, branching onto the Montello-Nevada border, somewhere down here, because as Lance Kelly and Ty Corbin has demonstrated exploring on this side, with the pathways on the sides of the slopes and mountainous area, there are different mines. You got that part here, if you remember. Lower down, you got some other ones, which they don't show on Google Earth, unfortunately, but they are present because Ty has been there and recorded it, so you can check it for reference. But yeah, near Bald Eagle Mountain. Maybe Brenner needed Chase to help him because of, Brenner's health, his size, his weight, his stamina, flexibility, mobility lacking, all of that. Chase Venstra, I don't know how old he is, but I think he is younger than Jim Brenner. So you might have been more use. And, two guys, one Dylan. That sounds a bit wrong, that. But two guys carrying Dylan probably would be more time efficient, right? And easier to manage, especially if you're in mountainous area, higher altitude and all that. Either way, whatever happened, and possibly Chase Venstra was present when it all went down. And then when the deed was done, or if we're relating back to Chase Venstra panicking, running away, possibly he turned back the way he came, going this way, turning at Sun Tunnels, driving down here frantically, ends up passing by Dylan's place of living, which is down here, his trailer near that pond. And whether it be him panicking or being opportunistic for, oh, maybe I should check his trailer. Dylan's not alive now. Maybe there's something here for me to take. Maybe I need to check his trailer or check his vehicle, steal the gun. Because I'm known for stealing guns. I like stealing other people's items and I like guns as well. And I've got the opportunity now to do that. Maybe that's what he does on the 28th. After he's finished, and maybe taking the wallet too, he then drives on and goes to that one place Candice has described as a regular visiting place in between Montello and Ogden. So, you zoom out a bit. Depending which way he went, obviously, whether he went all the way down to the 80 highway where West Wendover is, if that's the most practical place, unless there's an alternative pathway. Is that railway tracks? Yeah, that's railway tracks. Screw that. So he probably... God damn it. He probably, after down here, tried going back that way onto the 80 highway, as you see here. I don't know if I'm on the right side of the road or not, and drove all the way And what I'll do, okay, once we get to a certain point, where's the best place to show you? Coming all the way down here. Let's do a street view now. There we go. Lincoln Highway. You can see how vast it is and wide. Even though it's a main road, a highway, it still looks fairly quiet. And he was just driving all the way to Ogden. It must be a place he stays at from time to time. Maybe he knows it quite well. Maybe he's a regular. If he's a regular, then is there a possibility that there are witnesses, people in the area that know him, know his behaviour, his past history? Has he done anything else bad in between? That's what we've got to ask ourselves. So you get an idea. I'm just going to get a little bit closer, okay, because it does take a fair bit of time to get there. You see that your line, you just keep following it, and then eventually it bends round, and then you're in Salt Lake City. Like that. We'll just zoom back in so you can have a look at what it looks like, the surrounding area. You know, you got the likes of a trailer like that passing through the area. I mean, is that what Chase Venstra had? He had a truck, he had a trailer. And that's why he moved around and lived from place to place, possibly. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the highway. No, I'm on the right side of the highway this time. That's good. So, eventually, going up here, and I don't think it will take that long. You should be able to get to the Salt Lake City, and I think that's where Salty Pancakes lives, or nearby. We zoom on in. You can see some buildings over that way. I think that's the city itself. What I'll do is, whilst we're going along, I'm just going to re-summarise the theory I just came up with, just in case you've just come along to the live premiere. You might be wondering where we're currently at, and I'll just explain it to you briefly right now, and also to those people who might not quite understand what I was getting at, okay? So, basically, on the 28th of May, the day Dylan went missing, and there was no more contact from him. On that date, it's trying to figure out what Chase Venstra was doing, because he is a person of interest. He did fail the polygraph test to do with Dylan, so he must be hiding something, right? In recent time, information has supposedly come out that on the 28th, Chase Venstra had an alibi that he was in Ogden, east of Lucin. And whilst he was in Ogden, there is CCTV footage capturing him at Little Caesar's Pizza place at 10 p.m. around, eating a pizza there, having his dinner, having his tea time, okay? And it's like, okay, does that completely excuse his behaviour? No, because what was he doing earlier on? It doesn't mean to say he was in Ogden all of that day. No. And that's where I tie in with my theory that maybe, if you link back to the 25th of May, when Dylan assisted Chase Venstra at Tacoma Road, when he was battered and bloodied and bruised, Dylan saved him, took him to Montello. Chase was grateful, wanted to repay Dylan, maybe visit him, thank him. Comes the 28th of May, he decides to go down, Chase Venstra, gets to the grain shed possibly, and witnesses Dylan on the spot or post-event being attacked by Jim Brenner. And in that moment, Chase Venstra either panics, runs away, but is opportunistic and steals items from Dylan's place of living, or he ends up assisting Jim Brenner of disposing the body because he wants to, or he's got no choice. and then after maybe steals the odd items as some form of payment, like the gun of Dylan's or the wallet. Either way, after that, he then goes to Ogden to wash himself, to cleanse himself, to distract him possibly. And whilst he's in Ogden, he might visit a few different places, and with the CCTV being in operation around the city, it caught him at 10 p.m. eating a pizza. Because, you know, after a day's work like that, if you want to call it, he might have got hungry. He needed to fill himself up. So that is where we're at, okay? That's how I see things. It's a theory, okay? You can leave your thoughts down below and let me know what you think. You can see, I think that's Salt Lake City in the distance. I will zoom that out because it's taken forever to get there. I had to keep rotating north because it keeps changing in the wrong direction. There we go. Salt Lake City. Further north, we have Ogden. And hopefully it fills out. You should be able to see the red outline of Ogden. I know there's North Ogden here. I've taken that into mind. But when I type in Ogden, this red outline is how it appears. So that's why I just wanted to fill it in, just so we get an idea of the perimeter and we can focus on the inside rather than the outskirt area. Now, there are 2 markers, as you can see, and I also color coded them so it's easier to view. Basically, the markers in red with the ticks are all known locations of Little Caesar's Pizza. Kind of like a restaurant, a place you'd go to eat pizza. A bit like the equivalent in the UK of Domino's Pizza. That type of thing. Now, there will be other bars and restaurants and places of eating, but from what's been said by other people, it was Little Caesar's, where Chase Venstra was spotted at eating, as CCTV demonstrates. We can get more into that later, okay? The yellow markers where it says PS, that means pawn shop, okay? A place you would go to exchange, to like a loan, give them an item so you get a certain amount of money, you pay them back at a later point to get that item back, you might have to pay interest obviously, that sort of place. Or you just literally sell an item, you get money, and that's it. And, you know, all kinds of items can be taken to that, such as guns, okay? More of that can be explained later. What I want to do now is kind of like do a street view of each Caesar's Pizza. And as we go along, you can let me know if you know which one he was at or which one he was more likely at. Okay? Now, there are there's a couple of places, not many, that are on the outskirts or on the outside of Ogden. I will include them for this video just because, you know, it's within the area roughly. I know it says South Ogden in that area too, so that's why I included these markers down here. And then up here as well, where it says North Ogden, there's another marker there, so that's why I've included it. I'll start at the bottom in terms of like the pizza places and then work my way through them, okay? I don't want to get lost. Not too many markers this time. We'll start off with the pizza one down here, kind of like South Ogden. It's near Roy High School. Hopefully I get the location correct. There should be like a sign or a border, like a banner. Okay. So we're still in Utah, if I'm correct in saying. Where's Little Caesars? Okay, I do see it. Is there a button I can press? Little Caesars is there. It's a small building. It's like on a chain of them. You got FVZ, Salon, an available slot. You've got Chiropractic. Might need to go to that. My neck is messed up. Hey, maybe Brookie Brenner works there. You know, she said she does all these massages with Brenner and stuff. Maybe Brookie is there right now. Ooh, $30. Is that a walk-in chiropractic? Walk-in chiropractic. What do you walk in and then you get hammered from behind? Ugh, and then you walk out immediately. I don't know. You've got security, finance as well, and money for you. Right. So you get an idea. This is what the area looks like. It doesn't look too dodgy. You can let me know if you've been here, if you've drove through it. Have you been to any of these shops, buildings? There you go. You can make the sign out there. Nearby, you've also got complete car care, Pasket Auto. Maybe Venstra on the same day might have taken a vehicle to that place. You never know. I don't know. But yes, Little Caesars. This one here. As for CCTV, can we see any cameras? That's the most important point. Now, can we actually get up close? Kind of. Is there any CCTV? Yes. Now, I don't know if you can see, but near to where it says, do you know that where it says tyres and service? It's on the right-hand side of service. It's on the edge of that wall. And there's a little camera just above that, like, shutter. Okay, you might be able to see it. I can see it. But it's not pointing in this direction, unfortunately. But you get an idea that there is CCTV in the area, roughly speaking. So it's worth taking into mind. I'm just seeing, is there any more cameras? Because sometimes you get this typical CCTV, you get the ballpoint ones, the 360 rotatable cameras. Maybe it could be across the street. You got Chevron gas station down there, so, you know, all in one place. You got US Bank. Okay, so mainly the cameras seem to be on this auto place, and I don't know about this chain of stores here. There might be one somewhere. You've also got to take in mind, it could be inside, you know, the actual inside of the place. That's worth taking into mind as well. So, we've got that place. And what we'll do, if there's still a bit of time afterwards, I'll do a brief inside tour of one of them, if available, okay? So, that's that one done. Press the north. Right, we're currently facing north. Good. Now, the next one we move on to is literally within the radius of Ogden, within that red marker, and there's actually two of them. So we'll go to this one first. Let's see what road it's on. Yes, we can get up close to it. Now, when you get these pizza places, like, is Little Caesars Italian or not? I don't know. But I assume that's Little Caesars, but we're around the back. What's that? Orthotics and Prosthetic Center. Oh my God, man! This is exactly what I need. We got a prosthetic. You remember, you saw me at the start of this video. I was using that fake glasses and a fake prosthetic nose, man. I need to get here right now because look, it's moving soon. I gotta bring my prosthetic nose, shove it on my face so hard and tight that it doesn't fall off, and then they can review it and let me know if I need a replacement or not, because this is critical, man. Oh shit, I forgot this is 2019 imagery. Fuck, I'm too late. Oh no. What am I going to do? Shit, I might as well go back to that chiropractic place and get Brookie to break my back. Oh my God. Right, so we'll get round the front because this could be Little Caesars, I assume. Oh, we've got a drive-through. There you go. Beto's. Mexican food. Oh, yeah. Go to Beto's, get the tacos in. We go down to the Chinatown Motel where the sombreros are at. Arriba. Yes, gracias. for lease. Okay, so what could happen is this could well be Little Caesars now. I just need to get to the place. Whoa, we suddenly got snow all of a sudden. Whoa, we're going in time travel, man. But there you go, you get an idea. Look at all that snow. Nearby, you've got a jewellery place as well. I bet Chase Venster would get a bit too excited with that. He'd probably try and ransack the place. Who knows? Where's Little Caesars? Whoa, when I look at that, do you call it an outlet? Or is that the wrong wording? When I look at that little complex, it actually reminds me of the parking place of GTA 5, where you'd park up and then you've got the clothing place and then the hairdressers next to it. It just looks like the same exact layout. So you've got Beto's, there's Little Caesars. Once again, it's a part of a chain of different stores, similar to what we saw in the previous part. So Little Caesars is in between Beto's and that Citaria place. Okay, so it should still be there to this day. As for CCTV cameras, near to Beto's, and you might be able to see it, there's a little camera to the right of that white banner. I think it is one. It's very small and it's pointing down at the drive-through. So I assume the drive-through is only for Beto's and Caesars. You've got to walk into the place. As for CCTV, I can't really see any other ones. What's that up there? Is that a sign? I think it's a lamppost. And then, yeah, can't quite make out the CCTV, unfortunately, but I'm sure there will be one. FedEx. Okay. Engagement Superstore. Oh my god, we can get an engagement ring. Yeah. Oh my god, get a pretty little diamond, you know. You're such a diamond. There's so many different sides to you, but you're perfect in every way possible. Yeah. Boom. On the spot. Smooth. Right, so you get the idea of the place. There's a couple of cameras. Why are all the cameras on fucking Beto's? You know, what's going to be a taco raid? Oh, Juan, the scene, the tacos. Oh, what do we do? Oh, we got the sombrero band. Get the Mexican boys out here and we'll whip them silly. Why do I sound Chinese when I try and do a Mexican accent? I just can't do it. I think I'll just stick to speaking Spanish. Hola, me llamo Andrew, vivo en Inglaterra. Tengo 12 años. There we go. No hablamos español. There we go. Lo siento. I will move on. I will. Arriba. Vamosa to the next place. So we got army there, which I assume is military. No shit, man. Yeah. And that's about it. I just wanted to get the different angles because sometimes if you get a different angle, you might be able to see more. Wow, great advice, Andrew. No, but sometimes if you do move around a bit, look, it does change the timing because sometimes places are mapped and stitched together, you know. You can see the mountainous area in the distance. A few roadworks and stuff going on. Oh, wow, we got a key bank with a key. It's a symbol. Brookie. Key. Oh, what is it with all these Brookie references? What's going on? Right, so, yeah, there you go. I mean, this could be the place where Venstra visited to go to Little Caesars. Decent-sized car park. And went in. Whether he ate inside or in the car, who knows? But supposedly, cameras caught him at 10 p.m. Let's move on to the next one, which is... Oh, stop rotating. I don't want a dinosaur. This isn't Jurassic Park. Get lost. Right, it's up this way. It's near Ogden Nature Centre, nearby. Now, where exactly is this pizza place? Because I can't quite make it out at the moment. Looks like a pile of dirt, man. Whew. Okay, so we've got Portaloo. That's great. Where's Caesars, though? Now hiring. How can you be hiring if It's not even an established place. What is going on? Great. We got the Papa Murphy's Pizza. Yes, that is what we do. We got the Papa Pizza Mercy. Never mind about Little Caesars. Little Caesars is absolutely shit. Yeah, fantastico. Now, I want Little Caesars. Where's it gone? You've got AT&T. I've heard of that before. Beans and Brews. Oh my God, not beans. Not Jim Brenner's little beans being flicked by Brookie. Why? Why are there Brookie references? Chiropractic. Bloody, I forgot now. The Brookie, the key symbol, and now we've got beans as well. This is done on purpose, isn't it? The conspiracy man. Is that some writing underneath it? Or is that, what's that say? Beans and brews, and then what does that say? Coffee and... Oh, it's the shadow of the sign backwards. Oh, I'm such a plank. You seen that car there? Is that just parked up for show? Or is it someone's actual car? Sometimes when you get these like restaurants or diners, if it's a certain theme, they might have vehicles nearby, not in use, just to make it look better. Right, so we've kind of got a problem, man. Little Caesars doesn't seem to exist. I've been lied to all this time. God. Oh, we found it. Have we? Yes. There we go. I don't know why I'm so excited. So you got PetSmart, where the or the would visit. You got Ross Dress for Less. I assume cheaper prices. Is there any you got T-Mobile, or as Americans would say, Team Mobile. Do Americans say mobile, or do they say mobile? Oh my God, sorry, Kendra is calling me. I need to pull out my mobile phone. Hello, Kendra, you need a paramedic. I'm going to take the elevator. I'm going to come to you. Oh, you need your hands washing. Don't worry, I've got some fairy liquid. Oh, I'm sorry. Americans don't say fairy liquid, they say soap. Sorry about that. I'm going to come to you right now. And we've got Chase. Oh my God, there's a sign. I'm doing a video right now tracing back Chase's footsteps, and there's a bloody sign there called Chase, and next to it is called Sprint. Sprint, Chase on the run, Chase being chased down. What is going on with all these weird links? This is so weird. And we've got Jimmy John's. Is that a knockoff of Jimmy Choo? What is going on? Wow. Right, so is that a drive-through or not? I don't know. What does that say? Fire riser room. What's a fire riser room? Is it a place you go to when there's a fire? Or is it a place you go into where there's a fire and you burn and die? I don't know. Surely if there was a fire, you get the hell out. You don't stand in a room. What is going on? Anyway, it appears there's some kind of cameras in the area. It looks like on the sides of the building, I assume. This one, it looks like it could be a drive-through. You got Little Caesars there. Oh no, it's not a drive-through, is it? It looked like one from the side, but it doesn't appear to be one. It does look bigger, this. Is there any way I can get into the complex? Let me in. Wait, I was there literally before. What? Oh my God, I am blind. I'm so blind. How did I not see it? It's literally near Papa Murphy's Pizza. Papa Murphy's Pizza distracted me. Damn. But as you see, with Little Caesars, you got a little sign there that says drive through. And just below it, to the right-hand side, you see that black ladder, which goes on top of the rooftop. Scroll down or look down the bottom of the ladder, and on the left-hand side, there's a small CCTV camera, and that will basically pick up anyone that goes through the drive-through here. You see? That little road that comes all the way. I'm not sure which one's the entry and which one's the exit. I think that might be the hatch where you receive your pizza. Actually, that's the thing. Do you know when you get the drive-throughs? Like if you go to McDonald's or you go to Burger King's, obviously the burgers and the meals are in like a little bag, and burgers are round and small, kind of. Or maybe American ones are a little bit bigger, massive. But if you go to Little Caesars, how are you supposed to get the pizza through the delivery hatch? Does it fit? Does a pizza fit through, or does it get stuck because of the size of it? I don't know. I've never thought of that. Do any of you know? Did the pizzas get stuck, maybe? Huh. Right. Okay, so give me a second. I'm just going to try and get into that goddamn complex once again, if I can. I'll tap that one. Right. There we go. We are back. Ah, I see. Oh, I see. Me understand it. So basically, this place is Little Caesars, but in this spot, this must be outdated because it doesn't exist. Whereas when I was on that roadside, this was Little Caesars, but it's boarded up at the moment. So yeah, okay. That makes sense. So it must be new, right? Is there any other angles we can look at it from? What about down here? I just want to get as close as possible to the place. Oh, we got Chase Enterprise. Come here and we'll beat you up. No, you can't quite see it, unfortunately. It's just over that way. So around the outer skirt area. Well, that was a good car, that. Where's that? Where's it gone? Where's that Jeep gone then? It looks decent. Look at that. Ooh. What's that called? Good vibes only. That sounds like something Brookie would say. You got the I want to try and say it properly. Is it El Días de los Muertos? El Días de los Muertos. Day of the Dead. Skull. You got that big sunshine thing on the back of it. It looks a bit spooky, that. Okay, cool. But there you go. See, you got Little Caesars there. And there is more cameras. And you can actually see them on this one. So this could be the one Chase Venstra visited. One of two. You get me? So, who knows? I mean, the other thing you got to take in mind is, if it is true, and he was at one of them, and there was cameras, then where's the footage? Has it been passed on to the police as some kind of evidence to fill in the timelines? What about just the people that work at the place? Do they know of Chase Venstra? Is he a regular visitor? Or do they just recall him on that one occasion? What was his body language like? What was his behaviour? Did he seem panicky? Were his hands, his palms slightly red, stained, such as blood? Did he pay on anybody's account, such as Dylan's? I think we can rule that one out because from what Candice has said, there was no other transactions with Dylan's card or anything like that after the 26th. The 26th was the last time Dylan's card was used. You know, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I've heard, okay? So, yeah. Is there any other pizza places? Yes, final one down here, North Ogden. Let's see if this one is any different or not. Oh shit, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Oh, we can get right on in. Wait, what's that little button down there? Can I press it? Where does it take me? Bloody car park. AJV. Use AJV. Damn, this pitch quality's dodgy. This must be a while ago. I think you got stuck in a storm. That looks spooky, that. Okay, well, we don't want that. I don't know where to go. Is that round the back? Okay, this is the car park, so this must be the front of it, right? Come on, pizza place, show yourself. What do we have? Oh, it's gone all the way down here. Wait, I'm sure I saw a dodgy store called Drug. Where's that drugstore gone? I saw a drugstore before. I'm sure it said that. Am I confused? Anyway, what do we have here? A 4x4, that is not a Ford, is it? It's a Ram! Oh my god, a Ram! You're gonna be rear-ending someone with that Ram. You're gonna be right up the car's backside. That's how people drive a Ram. Yeah, a 4x4. Do people like Rams? Not the animal, the actual car, the vehicle. Right, so look, we've got Little Caesars here. Do we have any cameras? Can't quite make out. There's things on the wall back there, but I think they might just be light fixtures. Is that a lamp? Yeah, it's a light. Okay. We got Wendy's. Okay. Got some people on scooters. Dodgy gangs. Probably not. What's that called? Vehicles or something. Gas station over that way in the distance. I mean, you got some houses as well near the mountainous area. Those are some tall... Jesus, damn. That's a big mountain. Ooh, that is quite steep from looking down here. Look how big that is. Damn. Is that mountaintop taller than Bald Eagle Mountain as well as Pilot Peak or whatever you call it? It looks bigger when you look at it from there. Wow. Right, so next to Little Caesars, you got GNC. Is that to do with car parts and tyres? Probably. I mean, that's probably why the Ram's parked up. It needs some fittings. Right, what's this? Topped pizzas. Well, I would hope so. Create your own pizza. Oh, this is fantastico. Go to the pizzeria. Little Caesars. Gonna have a pepperoni margherita. Gonna have chicken pizza. Gonna have pineapple. Or yes, fantastic. I will have pineapple on my pizza. Is there anybody in the chat right now that wants a pizza ordering? Oh, shut up, Nella. Nella Bella, Italia. I know you want the pineapple on the pizza. Don't worry, I got you covered. What does anybody else want? You want the 1 sheet or 2 sheet? You let me know soon. I need to go in. They're going to close very shortly, so I need to go in and get the correct pizza. Is there anything else we need to check? No calling, no waiting. No calling, no waiting. Wait, what does that mean? So you can't call for a pizza, so they don't deliver? I don't know. No waiting. Wait, so what happens if it's busy and there's lots of people? Does everyone get pizzas at the same time? Is it like when they're making the dough and the whizzing it around on their finger as they're stretching it and then just fling them out like frisbees to everyone queuing up? Oh my god, man, you don't need a way. We're going to throw them out to you. You're going to make sure you catch it. We don't want the pizza on your face. Maybe. Okay, so you get the idea. We'll just go down here because I want to try and find that drugstore. I'm sure I saw one. Come on, hurry up. Oh god, we got someone on a bike there. Is that Don Hatley? I don't know. Why is he on a motorbike? Wait, that looks like a dodgy bike. That's like a three-wheeler. Different. Just imagine if that was someone like Ed Harshberger or something. What are you doing there? Sport Clips haircut. What? Sport Clips haircuts? What's that all about? It's like a game of sports. You can cut the hair the fastest. We got Game Grid. Game Grid, what's that all about? Is that gaming? Video games? Or is it to do with racing, maybe? Car racing? And Sports Clips. Interesting. We got Zhang's Chinese Kitchen. Oh, fantastic. Very good, very good. Long time no see. I come to Zhang. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni hao. How you do? I come to Zhang because I don't know. I'm very confused right now. I'm very sorry, very sorry. Can you just give me some fried rice? Give me some fried rice for a very good price. No lies, please. Thank you. Goodbye. I need to go. T-Mobile. FVZ Treats and Drinks. Did we see FVZ somewhere else beforehand when it came to Caesars? They all seem to be close together. We'll just go round the back, see if anything dodgy happens round the back. Oh, is this like the drive-through? Well, there's a small one there, but I think that's not to do with Little Caesars. Oh, that's unfortunate. Can we go down here? Oh, we are. H&R Block, Sport Clips Haircuts. I'm just trying to see if there's any like CCTV within the place. Can't quite make it out. Any raccoons in the bins? Anyone hiding behind the bins? I don't know. You never know. Can't trust people. Okay. Got a forklift truck. Where's that Little Caesars? Oh, it's nearby. Yeah. Is that called Sanity? Craftsman. Oh, they're on the side as well. Okay. Is that like for that farming related stuff or just builders work? Probably. Take a look down here. What's that called? Oh, Smith's drive-through pharmacy. Is that the drugstore I saw? Whoa, where's it taking me? I guess it doesn't want me to go to the drugstore. Okay. Is that a drive-through as well? Drive-through pharmacy. Yeah, man. Give me all the drugs you've got. Give me antidepressants. Give me fucking Zerdaline. Whatever. I don't even the name of drugs, to be honest. I'm not an expert when it comes to that. Oh, well. I wouldn't do well at a drive-through. Just give me anything you've got, man. Does make you think, though, that Smith's Pharmacy is a place like that. Has that ever been raided by someone because of the whole drugs? You know, people are a bit obsessed. Big Green Egg. Interesting. Right, so I think that basically explains that. I still want to know where that drug thing was. I thought it literally said drug. Where did I click? Did I click that at the time? Food. Oh, I see. Maybe I misread it. Can I go over here, though? Damn, it doesn't want me to. Oh, God, it keeps going all over the place. Why is it spinning me like a tornado? I'm getting dizzy. I need to get out of here. Right, okay. So you get the idea of Little Caesars. They all kind of look the same, whether it be an individual building or part of a chain of others. At least one or two has a drive-through with CCTV, so it might have captured Chase driving through. If he was in his vehicle, maybe he wasn't in the right frame of mind to be going inside and eating in with other people around him. He might have felt like people were watching him. He might have got paranoid, might have been a bit shaky. You don't know. That's why, if it was ever possible to get hold of that CCTV footage, if it is out there, to play it through, to see what happened, even ask and question the people that work at the place. Did they notice anything odd? Did he act out, or was it normal behaviour? You know, all that type of stuff. So, I think we've covered just about all of the pizza places. Now, we're going to move on to the pawn shops, okay? And there's quite a few of them, so I'm not going to spend too long looking at each one because they're probably all similar. Though, you look down here, and I know this is on the outer skirt outside of the Ogden, maybe near to South Ogden. We'll still include it anyway, okay? Nearby, we've got Municipal Elementary School, we've got Our Saviour's Lutheran Church, we've got the Hill Aerospace Museum, and we've got the Church of Jesus Christ. Oh, my voice. Wow, why did it mess up at that point? Actually, very quickly, I said I was going to do Little Caesars, wasn't I? Why's Lucin Pond popped up? God, this is old news. Let me just type in Little Caesars right now, because I just wanted to see if I could look inside one. Near Utah. Right, good. Let me in. Whoa. What's this? I just thought, before we get on, do you know like how I did the motel hotel analysis? We can do a quick Little Caesars fast food, if you want to call it, or whatever, restaurant review. Because, you know, aside from being a hotel motel critic, I am also an expert of food critics as well, okay? So it basically says you get 4 slices plus 1 Pepsi $5 lunch combo. Okay. America's Best Value, something or cheese. Okay, what's that? Crazy combo. Oh my god, too much to handle, man. We've got Caesar wings. Okay. See, this is the thing. Who is it? Is it Sunshine? So Sunshine, all that time talking about food making me hungry. Now it's time to make you hungry. Okay. Okay, it might give you ideas to make food. I don't know. I don't know what am I talking about? I'll shut up. Caesar wings. There you go, the seasoned. We've got half-eaten pizza. Great photo there. You know, perfect lighting. Really professional. Great photography. Oh my god, I'm going to pay $100 for that photo, man. Great. To be honest, that pizza, is it okay? I mean, there's enough pepperoni on it, but the outer skirt of the pizza, it looks a little bit dusty looking with the excessive flour. In terms of the spread of the cheese, reasonable. The epicenter of it seems to be higher concentration of cheese. Okay, so I guess when you pull the slice away, it's all stretchy. It's like, yeah, put it in my mouth type of thing. Now, I'm not obsessed with pizzas, but I know other people are, okay? Oh my God, look at that pizza. Look at that slice in the middle. Have you seen how much dough? What is going on with that pizza slice? That's definitely a reject. Like, it's not good. I don't think that's good. What's that wiring doing over there? Is this person on a scrapyard or something? What are you doing? They're so dodgy. Oh, we got inside hot and ready zone. Oh yes, here I come. Excuse me, I don't know. Okay, so when was this taken? First of all, 2022. Bit blurry. You got some Pepsis down there on the right hand side. Oh my God, man, have you seen that supply of them? Endless supply. They got so many, it's stuck to the wall. Didn't know you could stack shit that high. Oh my God. I wouldn't be surprised if they stole it from Motel 6. You know exactly what I'm talking about. PTSD flashbacks to Motel 6 with broken taps, missing heads, and an endless supply of Pepsi machines and dispensers. I wouldn't be surprised if goddamn Little Caesars took a trip down there and ransacked the place. Really wouldn't be surprised. Oh my God. So triggered. Oh shit. Okay, yeah. There we go, boom. We've got cameras. Yes. I don't know why I'm so excited. Look, left-hand side, you got one of those ballpoint cameras which spins around and covers like quite a wide field of view. Can you see it? It's on the left-hand side near to that pole. Okay, on the left-hand side. Equally, on the right-hand side, you got one up there near to that air vent or whatever you call it. So you can imagine they're the type of cameras that would be present in all the different pizza chains around the place. So Venstra came in to the counter saying, I want a pizza, man. I don't want much on it. I'm a simple man. Then you'd be able to see him. And you'd be able to see his face as well because the cameras are pointed right at them. So you never know. Gives a different point of view. Little Caesars. Oh yeah, I get it. So that guy is supposed to be Julius Caesar. Okay? It makes sense. To be honest, he looks more like a caveman. He actually looks more like a caveman. Anyway, what's this one? Ew. Oh my God, how can you put olives on a pizza? Not good, I don't agree with that. So we've got little square blocks for this one. I'm sure it's the same guy taking photos. He must get through a lot of pizzas in a day. Maybe not. Right, so there's a lot of cheese. It's very thick. Okay. You got the green peppers, mushrooms, ew, olives, ew. Looks more like licorice. The fuck? I mean, it's definitely full. It's not bland. The sides of it look a little bit hard. I might be wrong. Move on to the next one. Wow, what a photo, man. Take a picture of some bloody dip. Why? Is there a description for it? Nope. We've got a dip there. Does anyone know what the dip is? Guess the dip. I don't know. It's red. Is it tomato based? It's got black bits in. It could be pepper. It could be seasoning. I don't know. It could be spicy, maybe. He's looks like he's used a bit already. Interesting. Oh my God, Pepsi, man. It's taking over. Can't get away from it. Wherever you go, Pepsi this, Pepsi that. Mountain Dew. Oh. Wait. Mountain Dew? What's he doing in a Pepsi box? Bit stupid. Oh, you got the Coca-Cola down there? I know you don't. I was wrong. So it's just Mountain Dew, Pepsi, and then some other knockoff brands or whatever they're called. What are they? Suckers. Ooh, I want to have a sucker. Please, give me a sucker. Or is that Sunkers? I can't read. Sunkiss? Oh, Sunkiss. I thought it was called Sucker. Maybe that's something else. Okay. We got some pizzas on the side. Oh, wow. We're getting a room tour now. Forget about Little Caesars. Someone just wanted to show off their kitchen. Hey, man, look at my high-tech built kitchen. You know, it's all about pizzas, but I wanted to show off as well, to show my life and what I'm all about and exactly what I got. I got a high-tech cooker. I got great wardrobes and got... Are you going to show you the bedroom next? Huh? Is it going to turn into something else? I don't know. So this pizza... I mean, this pizza could represent the person's personality, bland and boring. You know, you look at that pizza. Where's the pepperoni? Where's maybe chicken? It's just non-existent, you know. Might be like their relationship. What am I saying? Oh no. Got some knives in the middle. They could be used at some point. What are them over there? There's a fork. Is that juice? Probably. You got the dip in the middle. Yeah, pizza's so bland. Okay. Yeah. Does anyone want to give a kitchen rating out of 10? How would you rate this person's kitchen, considering they've taken a picture of it? Is it out of 10? Is it a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2? Let me know, okay, in the chat. Leave a rating in the chat right now from 1 to 10. What do you think this kitchen rating is? Is it bad, okay, or very good? Let me know, okay? So let's move on to the next one. Oh my God, which prat decided to take the photo the wrong way round? I'm not rotating my phone for that. I'm not going to give you the time of day to rotate my phone just so I can see the picture better. You're sticking with this angle. Take the photo correct next time. So this person, what is that? Is that even a pizza? Or is that the garlic bread or the flat bread or the cheese bread? Oh, what am I on about? That doesn't even look like a pizza. I don't think it is a pizza. It's probably the flatbread or the garlic bread. Looks dry though, doesn't it? It kind of looks dry. It looks burnt as well. Bloody hell. Yeah, there's a bit too much there. I don't think I'd be able to finish all that off. What is it with all the dips? Actually, is that a WWE? Is that a WWF drinks cup in the background? It looks like it. It looks like a World Wrestling Federation. Huh, interesting. So you got 2 dips, great, on a marble worktop. This person's secretly trying to take a picture of their kitchen once again. What says, step right up to the pizza. What? Oh, is that where you make the payment? The pizza portal. The fuck is that called? Admiral Beverage Corporation. Pepsi. Okay. Oh, there you go. You got Sun... What is that? Yeah, it's Sunkiss and A&W. Do any of you know those drinks? Do you drink those things? I've never seen them. Okay. Well, there you go. God, how many more have we got to go through? 13 out... What's that? I thought that was a glove for a second. Is that someone's glove? What? That looks raw. Why can't I do a Gordon Ramsay at me? It's bloody raw. Right, guys, this is raw. Send it back to the kitchen. Fuck off out of here. Now, you donkey. Yeah, that is very bad. What even is it? Shitface. Well, I guess it explains the photo as well. Shit. Move on to the next one. More dips. Oh, no. I've noticed the pattern. We had the motels with the soft white cotton towels. And now we have the smooth, wet dips. Oh, could it get any worse? So everywhere I look now, it'll be dip, 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 dip. Everywhere. Gotta be reviewing each one. Does it? I guess they want me to advertise this as well as the towels on top of YouTube. Anything else? Do they want me to do anything else in between? Huh. If there is another dip that appears on this slideshow, I will have to review it, okay? Little Caesars at night. Hey man, come here, there's no queuing. What? What's that? People fucking queuing up? You lied to me, man. You are a liar. I can't trust what you say. You see? What a load of bollocks that is. Complete bollocks. 3 bloody people sat down waiting for a pizza. 1 guy taking a photo of a child. Don't know why. And then bloody people lining up on the sides, got the door open, letting all the bloody cold in, which will affect the heat, and the heat's of the pizza. Very great. And they say, you don't have to line up, we'll give you pizzas. No waiting, no calling. And what are these people doing? They're waiting. They lied. What's that? What is that? It just looks wet, soggy, long, floppy, flaccid, and just not nice. You don't want to be putting that in your mouth. No. No, you don't want that anywhere near your mouth. I mean, the texture just looks wet. I don't know. Maybe Brookie would put that near her mouth, but I wouldn't. Got some more drinks. Oh, is that a little pinball thing? Little Caesars. Oh, no, it's not a pinball. Or is it? I don't know. It could be. Yeah, it looks like one. Best value winner pizza dinner. Ha ha ha. Very good. I see what you did there. Super Bowls. Excuse me? Super Bowls win and something. Safety warning. Watch the balls. Black and... I can't read that. It's too hard to say what that say. What do you win? Do you win a free pizza if you win, or do you get a bottle of Sunkiss maybe? Someone says I had to picture the floor. Oh, it's Halloween. Oh, what a coincidence! This is 2019, but yeah, with Halloween eventually coming up, we've got the new custom emotes in the chat as well as the comment section. If you wonder what they are, it's just basically ones I created or added in myself, which members of my channel can use. So it's like the witch hat, the Michael Myers one with the pumpkin, like the soldier skull-faced badge, the witch's hat, if I've not said that already, the ghost scream mask badge, and then some other bits and bobs along the way. So if you want to use them, like if you really do, then you'd have to become a member to the channel. Okay, so it's just like little, basically for things. Anyway, let's move on. Halloween, yeah. Actually, let's just move on quick because I don't want YouTube to get me done for showing things. Okay. Oh, is that it? Good. Good. We've escaped it. Is there any other little places? Thai Cow Kang Express and Pizzeria. That is a Thai restaurant, not Caesar's. Just go. Shoo. Go away. Anyway, if you want me to review more pizza places, let me know in the chat right now, okay? And I'll return back. Yes, I will. I'll return back to the 2 others, which are in Ogden within the red zone, okay? So it can still be Chase Venstra related, okay? I can do it as a small little video sometime. So if you want me to do what I did then, but look at the 2 key pizza places within Ogden, within the red zone, which Chase Venstra could have visited, to take a look inside, to see if there's any cameras and additional stuff, let me know in the chat, and I'll make a video on it as soon as possible, okay? Let me know. I'll do a poll as well in the chat, okay? Right. Now we need to move on to the pawn shops, starting down here near the Aerospace Museum. So just to interject very quickly, just to explain things with the pawn shop if I haven't already. In addition, I can explain this. So yes, I went to that prosthetic place in Ogden
and they were able to find a replacement so it fits my nose better. Okay, a bit of a big nose, but it's fixed now. All under control. Now, in terms of the pawn shops, there's several of them. Yeah, there might be chains, branded ones, and then dodgy off-the-counter type places you go to where you do dodgy dealings and all that, okay? The reason why it's come up is because someone else did say that Chase Venstra was supposedly spotted in Ogden at a pawn shop selling an item. If that is true, it makes you think what that item could have been, okay? So there's already CCTV camera of Venstra at Little Caesars getting food, filling himself up. Before or after, he might have, done multiple things, such as selling items on. Now, could it be of Dylan's? If we're tying in from the theory earlier on about Venstra being at, Dylan's place of living, stealing Dylan's phone, maybe, or /and wallet, maybe his gun too. Could he have gone on to Ogden and then sold those items, possibly? It makes you think. As for the card and the wallet, probably not, because there's no transactions. But in terms, fuck's sake, I'll have to go back to that place to get it fixed again. I thought it was okay, but it wasn't. Linking back, could Chase Venture have sold the gun on to one of the pawn shops? Whether it be an established place or one of the dodgy ones round the side or back ends of Ogden, who knows? Just to make a bit of money, because he might have been desperate for it, or /and it was an attempt to get rid of the evidence, possibly. I mean, maybe they might be able to check for evidence if they were still in the shop, those items, whether it be the phone or the gun or something else of Dylan's. But the people in that pawn shop aren't going to know unless police go up to him and question him and say, do you still have that item? When did that person come into the store and hand it over? Do you have any CCTV? Do you have any details, records, any books with information on which might mention the person's name? Because I'm sure when it comes to these shops, these pawn shops, you've got to enter some details in who you are and bits of personal information. Correct me if I'm wrong. If that truly is the case, that there is information like that, maybe it's worth going to some of those pawn shops in Ogden, checking for CCTV as well as the pizza place, and then seeing if there's any items of Dylan in any of those shops. You never know. Now, let's get back to Google Earth and just have a brief look, street view look at these pawn shops and see which one's most likely the type of place Venstra was seen at.
Right, so here we are, back again. I can do possibly a review of inside the place as well, but I'll leave that at the end. We'll just take a look at these places first of all. Okay, get the little person out and tap. Let's see where it is located. Transmission, car place, there we go. Found it on the spot. What do we have here in terms of the signs? AutoZone, Captivate, Go To Staffing, Now Hiring, Bears, Shabby Shack. The hell's that? Shabby Chic, Rustic and Antiques. And then you got Carney's Treasure and okay, whatever. Shabby Chic, Shishu, whatever. Why is it not working? There we go. So we've got, what's that person? HY and Mike's PAWN. I don't know if YouTube is dodgy when it comes to saying certain keywords, because although I'm saying this, they might think I'm saying something else just because of the how it's worded. Sales, loans, payday loans. And we've got Taekwondo next door, so you go in one shop, you come out the other. Master Lube. What? Master Lube? What's that all about? Wait, have I gone to the wrong place? No, I don't mean that. I mean what's that doing there? Minute Lube Safety Inspection. Why did they want to be inspecting people's lube? Oh, oil change. Oh, yeah, I get it now. Anyway, here we go. Hi and Mike's shop. Buy, sell, trade. Loans big and small. New and used guns. There we go. Oh, I just slapped my thigh. Ouch. New and used guns. You can see it right there. It's advertising it. It's encouraging people to come here with guns, used or new. So maybe Chase Venstra did take the gun and go to this place and sell it on. You never know. How about CCTV camera though? Is there any? Gold, silver, what's that doing there? It must be advertising. It doesn't look like there's cameras. Not on this building at least. But to be honest, more than likely you'll probably have cameras inside. Definitely. These type of places you will have cameras regardless, because the items, the valuables, the guns themselves, yeah, there should be some kind of security. I mean, when you go to these shops, they normally have, it's normally like a bank, isn't it? Well, maybe, where you've got like a counter, but there's like glass separating the two individuals, and then there's like basically like a bank. So you can't just like reach out and strangle the person. You know, there's barriers put in place, and that would make sense for a store like this where there'll be valuables behind locked up and stuff. So most likely there will be CCTV within the area. Literally, that building says security cameras. Well, there you go. There you go. We got the snow. Oh, and there's the other place. Okay. Yeah, I remember. There's like 3 of them back to back, isn't there? Got a fitness place down there. Kirk's Car Care. Diagnostics. Okay. So, okay, that's all right. So this one could be the one Chase Venstra visited, maybe. Let's move on to the next one. Cash loans. Now this one looks a little bit dodgy. Bloody hell, that is dodgy. Bloody hell. What is that? That is that even a drive-through? Oh my god, is there an actual drive-through? What is going on? Go-to staffing, now hiring. Production warehouse, okay. I don't think they'll be hiring anyone here. Cash loans on car titles. Okay. So this is probably not the place where Venstra would go, because it looks like it's more to do with cars. Okay, we rule that one out. Climate control, boat and something, security cameras. Okay. Yeah, that's really great advertisement. You probably get all kinds of people turning up thinking, can you check it out, please? It's a bit stuck. Oh, you mean that? Oh, sorry, I must have got the wrong place. Right, so where's the other place? Where's that other shop? Oh, is this German? Le Schwab Teierstätter. Guten Tag, Schwab. I don't know. Maybe I got that wrong. Wait. Oh, I don't know. That sounds like French. Oops. Okay. So we've looked at one shop. We need to go to the other one up here. I'm not sure if we went to it or not. Tap. Okay. Whoa, what have we got here? Damn, I didn't want this. Is this like some kind of street racing? Whoa, what's going on? Can I just get like a normal street view, or is that not possible? EZ. Easy. There we go. That's definitely a place you go to. Easy porn. Great. Loans, jewellery, electronics and tools, but it doesn't mention anything about guns. Now, would Dylan have jewellery? Maybe if he went to Kurt's trailer. No, I'm not saying that's gonna cause some triggering reactions. But you know, if Kurt is a cross-dresser, dresses up, has a wig here and there, a dress, you know, probably jewellery as well, a ring, a necklace, maybe ended up in Dylan's pocket. Oh no, I need to stop. Someone slapped me, because that's going to go downhill. That's not going to go down well. But you can kind of understand it could be accidental, and Chase Venstra comes across it and thinks, ooh, Right, I don't know if I press the arrow now, it'll take me back onto that street race thing. I don't know. Oh no, Papa Murphy, it's following him. It's following me. It won't let me go. It doesn't like the idea that I looked at the Little Caesars. You got Midori sushi. Oh, arigato. Middle sushi. What's made of? All raws, all made, all fresh, 50% off. Oh, what does that say? California, funky cherry, funky J mango crunch. No MSG. Midori sushi in Utah. Very good. Very good. And there you go, Japanese grill. Take out. So, this place, oh, literally, why did I not see that? Get top dollar for your firearms. There we go, that answers that. So this place here also advertises and encourages firearms. And this one is of a sniper rifle. Kind of looks similar to the one Ty Corbin has on his recent hikes. So, just a little pointing out, okay? So maybe this was the place Venstra went to if he was to do firearms and take them there. Is there any cameras? I mean, there is black light fittings all around the side, but I don't know if there's any cameras. Maybe they're more inside. Actually, whilst we're here, is there any bikes? No, they're pedal bikes. Okay. Cash for guns. Yeah, you got even a little blow-up man on the outside. I forgot what you call him. Okay. Oh, we've actually got inside. Oh my god! Lawnmowers! Yes! Come on. They look exactly like the ones at Chase Venstra's homestead and Jim Brenner's burnt down trailer. God, they're missing out so much. They're going to tuck all those lawnmowers like bloody chariots and rush them down to this easy shop and say, hey, you can have all my lawnmowers, man. I mean, why didn't they? Or is it because they're stolen and might cause complication? Let me know what you think. All that scrap at like Brenner's trailer at a point in time, and even Chase Venstra's homestead, would any of those items be sellable at a place like this or not? Or would there be too many questions asked? Let me know. I know some people will scrap parts, make more money that way, but you know, if people are lazy, just dump them here, I guess. Let me know your thoughts. So yeah, this is one place you could go to. What's further down here? Light fittings, but no cameras. Unless the secret ones. I just can't really see anything. Camera over there? No, it looks like a light. Yeah, I can't quite see anything. That looks dodgy. Oh, this is a bit dodgy. What's this store? Discount satellites. Yeah, you definitely want to go there, don't you? Probably don't even work. Okay, let's leave that one as it is. So you get the idea of that. We move up to the third pawn shop, which is here. Hopefully I don't get into a dodgy camera angle like I did earlier. Right, there we go. What do we have? We got Walla Jeans. Oh, it's a pharmacy. Okay. Cricket. Check and go. What is it? Actual cricket? Wait, where's the shop? Where's the shop, man? Right lane must turn right. Oh, is it this one here? I'm not sure. I can't find it. Is this it? Come on. Nope. Oh, T-nails and spot. Oh my god, I gotta go and get my nails done. Oh, I just chipped a nail. Seriously? Oh my god. Kendra. Oh my god. You seriously doing that to me? I gotta travel thousands of miles to get my nails done? That's so rude. My god, you're paying for the cost. Just know that. I can't seem to find the shop. And that one's missing its bloody sign. You can see the outline of it. Is that someone putting a middle finger up? I don't know. Can't quite find it this time. Bit weird. I thought, where else could it be? What do we tap here? Pharmacy. Unless it's cricket or check and go. Maybe it's check and go. We'll check your items out. We've got laundry there. Progressive. What's that? Check cashing installment loans. Ah, there we go. It's check and go. I see. There you go. This place here. Probably CCTV somewhere. But I don't know. I think it's just for loans. Like, I don't think you can take items in. Or can you? No, I think it's just like a loan place. Okay, that rules that one out. Let's get the hell out. Right, so we've checked those 3 off. How many more is to go? Oh, there's a couple, isn't there? Riverdale. Wait, isn't that a TV show or something called Riverdale? I don't know. Right, where do we want to go? We'll just go on the side here. So it should be on the left-hand side. American carpets. Oh, they forgot to add the some letters on. Americarpets. Wow. Books, movies, a novel idea for parlor. Cash America, born jewelry center, man. Firearms center are welcome. Come this way. I like how they got the big lettering and signs. Really got to force it out there and shove it down your throat. Exactly what's needed. Fall in love with books again. I never read books from the beginning. I'm joking. Cash America. Casa de Empeño. Oh, I need to say that again. Casa de Empeño. Okay. Right, so I don't think we can get up to it, but once again, really encouraging the firearms. Definitely, that's all it seems to be about. Firearms, firearms, firearms. As you can see right there. So maybe that was a place Venstra went into. I mean, I guess what you got to take in mind, do you know when we're looking back with the whole gun shops and gun ranges back in Montello or Lucin, whether we were tying it with Brenner or Chase Venstra? I think it was more to do with Brenner because, as you know, with all his firearm collections, and we were saying, you know, would Brenner get that 22 caliber rifle or something similar at a gun store? Would he test any of the firearms out at a gun range before taking Dylan out? Yes or no? And most people were like, no, he wouldn't go into a place like that. He wouldn't really fit in. There'd be background checks, information, records. He's not about that. You know, if he wants something, he'll steal it. He's not going to pay for it and so on. And he doesn't want his criminal history being dragged up because he wants to avoid that. Almost lay low, in a sense, and keep away from people. That's the type of person he was. So he wouldn't go to a place like that. What about Chase Venstra? Is he similar? If so, is Chase Venstra going to avoid pawn shops because it's a bit more established? Would Chase Venstra more than likely go to an offhand place or a really dodgy place in the desert like that? Not quite on the same level, but to do with like the chop shop, as you see in the outer skirts of Lucin, far east in the desert area in the middle of nowhere, that chop shop. Is there a possibility that that's the type of place Venstra would likely go to than going to an actual building like this? Let me know your thoughts. And like with the whole background check and records, would Venstra risk himself doing that if it meant getting caught down the line? It's worth taking into mind. Or is Venstra opportunistic and a bit like, oh, I don't care. If I can make money, I'll do it regardless. What's his behaviour like? That's what we've got to try and understand. Let's just go up this way if it will let me. Cash America. Oh, it gives examples of what you can take, I think. Let's just go a little bit more. Right, let's see what you can take. Guitars, trumpets, trombones. They like to buy gold, jewelry. Is that a tool kit, necklace, Xbox 360? That's a bit out of date. Drill pieces, watches, iPod, bit out of date. Work equipment, electric guitar, layaway today, 10% down. And you can kind of make it out. It's a bit blacked out the windows, probably makes sense because you don't want to be revealing what's in there. But I still don't really see any cameras, proper ones on the outside, you know, on the top of the roofs or on the sides. Oh, wait, yes, I found one. Tile for less. What's that? So you got, I think they're bikes outside. I don't know if they're for sale or not. But look, you got that CCTV camera there, the white one. It's one of those, what do you call it, ballpoint ones, where it rotates around and stuff on the wall. I can make it out. So it's on the outside and it covers down there around the back where someone could climb over the fence and break in through the glass. So that's protected and covered. Okay. So once again, that could be another potential spot where one might have gone. So that's 4 down. Let's look at these 2 now. Apologies if I'm a little bit slow. I will speed up a little. Oh, we got a little drive-in. There we go. Front row seats. Let's get a look at this. Bloody trailer parked up. Is that... whose is that? It's a long one. EZ. Oh my God, not again. Grey Whale. Music. Okay. Oh, Burger King in the background. Ty Corbin will be very pleased to know about that. You're probably like, anyway, I know all about that. I've been down there. Do not insult me, man, you idiot. There's the Grey Whale. We don't need that. EZ. Oh my God, look at that font, that texturing. It is disgusting. You know, out of all of my YouTube thumbnails, using that font, that colouring is not good. In lighting such as that, with the darkness, the shading, you can't read it clear. By set alone, the font, it's lowercase. Upgrade to capital letters, please. Change that font. Add a bit of a 3D shadow effect. Make the text like neon green or something. I don't know, like a neon green sign. Or a light turquoise blue or something like that. Maybe a little bit of red as well. And then for the background or the outline of the text, make it black. Oh, but that is bad. That's bad. It looks cheap. It looks plastic. It's going to put you off going there. Anyway, let's see what's you can get. Instant cash, buy, sell, gold, electronics, jewelry, video games, movies, power tools, layaway, whatever that is. Does anyone know what layaway is? Instant cash, buy gold. Oh, it's the same thing on repeat. That's great. And then what's next to it? RNS. Christmas, is that? What? RNS. What's RNS? Mattress. Oh, mattress. Buy a bed. Yeah, do you know what? While we're here, is there any like vehicles nearby that could be of Chase Venstra's or Robert Avalez? You never know. I mean, Robert Avalez known for burglaries and stealing lots of stuff. Maybe he went to the odd few shops like this to get a deal, to sell things, to make money. Who knows? Can't quite make it out what's through the windows, but, you know, it'll be the standard stuff. Is there any cameras of any sort? Doesn't look like... Actually, no, there is a camera there. A small black ballpoint one underneath. You can't quite... You might not be able to see it. I think it is there. It's just underneath that, like, ceiling next to the movie title on the window. It's just above it. It's like a black circular thing. I'm sure it's a camera. So, yeah, you got that. Now, can we get out of here? Let me out. There we go. Goat haircuts. Greatest of all time haircuts. Okay. Oh, why is it blurred out? Oh, dodgy. No, they don't want me to see. They're a bit shy. Show yourself. Right, there you go. So, still the same, appears the same. Not much else going on here. Let's move on to the next one. Didn't really mention anything about firearms, but then again, it's next to the Church of Jesus Christ. Maybe they're being on good behaviour today, being a little good boy. Right. Go to this one. It's near Planet Fitness. Are they the ones that have those dump, what's it called? Alarms, where if you drop drop weights, heavy and loud, an alarm will go off and then you're kicked out of the place. I think people have done that. That's a dodgy truck there. Auto sales, a lot of car-related places. Oh, McDonald's as well. That's a big sign as well. Mr. Money payday loans. Well, we don't want that. Tony? Tony? What you doing there? What, is that Tony's, is it, oh, what is going on? Breeze pet grooming. Well, if anyone in the chat right now has a pet or something and needs to go to a grooming place, there you go. I don't know how good it is, though. Ooh, we've gone a bit too far. Planet Fitness is over there. And then it should be here, shouldn't it? There we go. I found it. Gandhi dancer? Soup and sandwich? Oh. Ziegfeld. Is that jewellery? Oh no, it's a theatre. Okay, it's HY and Mike again. HY and Mike is back at it. And I don't know if you can quite see it, but it says guns, ammo. Can we get closer to it maybe? Nope, it will not let me. But when you look through that window, it does say guns and ammo. So I assume it's encouraging selling firearms and stuff like that. And ammunition like the 7mm Winchester rounds, which I found at Chase Venstra's homestead, which were buried in the ground and supposedly accused that it was Salty Pancakes responsible. So yeah, maybe Chase Venstra went to this place, you never know. Apologies if there's a little jump cut there. Some dozy twat decided to start ringing in the background, so it interrupted my flow, so apologies for that. I'm out of breath as well, because I was to run to it and chuck the phone away. Right. You get an idea of this place, right? Chase could have gone to her. If not, let's look at the next location because there's a couple more. Okay. So, we've got how many more? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not too bad. We're moving efficiently now. This one's near the Union Station and it's within Ogden. Okay. Which one? Oh, not again. What is it with this guy and his bad camera? Just get away. Shoo. I want normal footage, not high-speed action. I just want a normal camera view. Okay, can you provide that? Thank you. So it's down here somewhere on the left. 2-Bit Street. Nope. Where is it? Course Light, George Babas, the club, loans. Oh, is that it? Oh shit. Gift house, diamonds. This must be the pawn shop. Yep. There we go. Boom, locked on. So it looks like they're actually going into the place. So yeah, this looks a little bit more established when you look at the place. They've got some shutters on. And maybe reinforced glass as well. Doesn't seem to be guns, but you never know. I mean, this looks like more the place where you'd go in and you got like some really ancient rare diamonds. You go into the place, go up to the guy and say, oh, could you check these out? And he's like, anyway, I'm not quite an expert on this information, but don't worry, I've got my expert on call. Let me call him right now. Expert, can you come on in? Well, anyway, yeah. These are very rare. I've done extensive research. I spent 10 hours on the PC looking at it, and yes, I can confirm it's valuable. Wow, great information, man. We really needed an expert to come in and say all of that. Great. And so with all that in mind, you stood there thinking, oh, it's rare. Oh, piece of jewellery. I wonder how much money I could get for it. And they're like, well, we're taking it all into consideration. It's rare. It dates back 10,000 years. It's the rarest, one of a kind. The best I can do for you is $10. Literally summed up in all of those episodes on TV. Best I can do, $10. Maybe less. I'm being generous. I'll give you 12. Wow. So, maybe this isn't the type of place Chase would go to because it does seem a bit more established in a way. Where's the next one? Okay, it's down here. Near Fat Cat's Ogden. Fat cats. I had a fat cat once. An actual fat cat. Right. Where is that? Computer sales. Cafe. Oh, right. This isn't it. Can't quite see where it's at. I mean, since we are more in the city zone and not on the outer skirt of Ogden, the possibility that these places might not be as dodgy, if you know what I mean. They might have restrictions to what you can sell and take into the place. Can't quite seem to find this one. Is it down here? No. That's weird. Masterpiece images. Yeah, I think those people that went and take those photos of those bloody pizzas at Caesars need to go down to Masterpiece Images and learn about photography and video production right now. Oh no! I have found it! I have solved the mystery of Jim Brenner's horse. It's there! It's frozen in time. It's probably got a pole shoved up his arse so it doesn't move. There you go, Jim Brenner. You want to come down here, ride on that horse and give it a good old ride, boy? Unless Brookie decides to go first. Who knows? But yeah, there you go. Jim Brenner's bloody horse has been solved with no saddle. Could be a bit rough, but maybe it's still exciting. I don't know. Maybe it rocks up and down as well if you put money in its rear end, possibly. Who knows? Right. Men's clothing. So I can't seem to find the bloody shop, which is a bit annoying. Loan. Oh, I thought that said loan. It's a Lantai. Right, so it's none of them. Is it before or after the bank? I can't quite figure that out. A little bit disappointing, to be honest. Definitely. Is there any way I can flip the image? Ooh. I actually get proper 3D buildings for once. That makes a change. Remember, it was all 2D elsewhere. Now, I can't seem to find this shop, which is a bit silly. Unless it was once a place. Disappointing. What's that called? Oh, well. One last check here. Air Force Career Centre. Oh, well. Definitely not that. Who's that guy? Idea and action. Ignite the power within. No, can't seem to find it. Why is that Land Thai as a bloody Pepsi symbol in the name? Come to the Thai restaurant. We sell Pepsi. Oh, thank you. Yeah. No, we'll have to leave that one because I can't find it. That's annoying. Right, final. Is it the final two? It is. And this one's near the bloody pizza place. So maybe he went from one place to another. Chase did. Yes, this is the dodgy stuff we're talking about. It looks dodgy. What have we got here? Oh, wow. There we go. Ogden Equipment Supply Incorporated. 12th Street, Porn and Guns. Why does that sound like a bloody film? I don't know. But there you go. This is probably the type of place Chase would go to. You look at it, it doesn't look as formal. It looks a little bit rough. You look at the windows above, maybe the people that run the store also live above. Yeah, because you like a satellite dish up there as well, so... No, not a clothesline, that's a power line. Yeah. That does look dodgy. And then look at the back. Look at all that heaps of rubbish and junk. I bet Chase, Venstra and Brenner are jealous of that. Big tankers as well. God, look at all those, isn't it propane, gas canisters? Bet if Brenner went and pass out, I'll get PTSD flashbacks and think, oh no, this how I blew up my trailer. But yeah, there is a little camera as well. Don't know if you can quite see it, but it's on the edge of that building. Halfway up, I would say, underneath the windowsill at the far end window on the right, there's a little camera pointing down at the entranceway. So maybe Brenner was caught on camera. There we go. Another ram. Can we go around the back? Doesn't look like it. But yeah, that's the other one. Now, we zoom in. That's what it looks like round the back of the place. Okay. Quite a few cars. It looks like a scrap place as well. And you see the heaps of junk and rubbish. Whether that's associated with the pawn shop or it might be with something else. Damn, that's a lot of stuff going on. Look at all that. Yeah, there must be a scrapyard nearby. All that area there, you see all those cars and bits of junk. There's a lot. Let's look at the final one here. Okay. Ooh, that truck. There we go. Bail, bonds, sale and loans. HY and Mike. You might not be able to quite see in one of the windows it does say DVD, game, tools and guns. What was that? Gum. Computer, system, TV, car and truck. Car and truck? What, are you going to take a truck to the pawn shop? How do you fit it in through the hole? I mean, through the door. Next to the tyre place. See dozens of pedal bikes outside. Oh my god, look at that. I think they've really stepped... This looks dodgy, this, to be fair. Aside from that brickwork on the side. Can I get closer to it? No, I can't. Oh well, I'll just describe it. So, don't know where the cameras are at, but when you look at this entrance here, it looks like there's a notice on it as well. You've got those concrete reinforced blocks, barricades, on the side of those windows. It makes me think there might have been a heist at some point. Maybe a vehicle crashed into the side of that wall where the windows are at to break in, to gain entry at night and to steal items from the place. So now they put crash barriers in front of it so cars can't crash in, or trucks. Makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, when you get like cities in Europe and stuff, you get the odd few barricades near like pedestrian walkways, because obviously in the past with certain, groups of people driving the trucks and running people over and all of that, as we've seen, I guess measures have been taken to ensure some kind of security. So it makes you think. And the H&Y Mike seems to be known in the area because there's a few branches of them, so that's worth taking in mind. I think if it is true that Venstra did go to a pawn shop like this, it's probably a lesser known one or a bit of a dodgier version. Now, I don't know if I can look inside of one, but we'll give it a try. Hopefully it doesn't come up with anything dodgy. Do not come up with anything odd. But yeah, let's just do that one. Right, so we'll just do a quick little review of these shops and see what items are inside and see if anything stands out of interest. I mean, depends how modern the images are, but we could get an idea. So this is H&Y Mike's. There we go. So, we got tools. We got guitars. Guitars in Utah. Great. Let me know, whilst we go through some of these images, let me know if anything stands out to you, like anything to do with Dylan. Such as this page. As you can clearly see, firearms. We zoom on in. What do we have? A Glock, maybe. An M9, a 1911. I'm not an expert with firearms. You got some revolvers, could be Smith & Wesson, and so on. Any black powder firearms, maybe. On the left-hand side, you got some bigger rifles, big boys there. Looks like shotguns from the looks of it. Now, we don't really need to be looking at the shotgun section because Dylan's shotgun was found. It's Dylan's handgun, so we need to be looking on this wall. When was this image taken? 2021, so it's kind of irrelevant, but you get the idea. This is how it could look. These are the firearms, which could be for sale or what people would take in. Is there any firearms there which you can identify and say that's probably Dylan's, or that would be Dylan's type of gun that's gone missing? Not the gun, but a similar style, brand, type, variant. Let me know in the chat. Got some skiing, great, snowboarding, woo! Bikes, looks a bit cluttered. Jewellery back there, okay. What else? We've got some drills. Gonna drill you hard. And then that's just the outside of it. You can see the door itself, it's reinforced with those metal bars. It's to be expected, because if you get someone that tries breaking in, smashing the glass, and you've got those rungs and iron rails, it'll, prevent anyone from getting in. Move on to the next one. More guitars. You can see down there it says new and used guns. You got some bolt action rifles, handguns. I don't know if there is like a limit of what you can take. What about a 50 cal BMG sniper rifle? Is something like that not allowed? Certain assault rifles, ARs. I don't know what the restrictions are, if there is any. But I guess it might be a bit awkward as well, because when you go into these gun stores, and I don't mean the official gun stores, I mean pawn shops. When you go into them, how does it work? Like, are you supposed to discharge your firearms before going in or not? Like, do you pull the magazine out, the clip, whatever you call it, ping the bullets off, or like, do you do that before going in or whilst you're in there? Because I wonder how many times people have got accidentally shot when inspecting the firearm. Probably like, hey man, I've got to check this firearm out. Hold on a minute. I was going to say it's $10, but it could be worth $1,000. Oh shit! I just shot myself accidentally. You see those $1,000? There's a couple of notes being taken off because you're paying for my medical bills right now, man. And then we've got, the same one. Oh, it's the different branch, I think. Yeah. Same people, but different area, the one what we last looked at with the reinforced barriers. Okay, so that's it of that. Is there any other shops nearby? The gift house, we saw that one. 12th Street, Ogden. Let's just look at this last one. Will it work? Oh, there you go. You get... God, this looks dodgy. We are here to help you. That's a bit late. I just wanted to see if there's any that stand out. 18. Okay, so we've got this one. Rick again. God, Rick's getting about. So there you go. You got more firearms, mainly shotguns from the looks of it. So not of our interest, more hunting based. Guitars. There we go. It's like Winchester repeater, a Henry rifle. Yeah, definitely not them, and it's 2017, so it's outdated. Diamonds and jewellery. Dodgy laptops. Who knows what they've been on. We've got a bloody bird there. Why not? What's that doing there? Is that for sale as well? Can you buy that? Got some Twinkies. Oh my god, what are Twinkies doing there? How weird. And fake money as well. What? This is dodgy. 12V charger. Loans. Gift house. And that bloody bird again. Fake money from the looks of it. A couple of people in there. Okay. iPads, tablets. Right, so you get the idea of that one. It seems a bit more established, so you're probably less likely for Chase Venstra to go into a place like that. Clearfield, Utah. Yeah, we're going a bit... boutique, Ogden. No, it's not going to be boutique. Where I think he's going the diamond room. The bloody horse again. Right, we'll leave it there because there's only a limited amount. But you get the idea of the two types of locations, one of which has CCTV footage of Chase Venstra at, and then the other one is what appears to have been said by some people here and there. So ultimately, it is one of those things where it's like,
Where's the evidence? We need the evidence. We need the CCTV footage. We need records. We need books, like at the pawn shop, all this information surrounding Chase Venstra. I guess it depends if it's still available. I mean, it must be for people to refer back to CCTV footage, 10 p.m. or something at Little Caesars, Chase Venstra eating a pizza. Does make you think. Who knows what developments will come out of this? As said in the chat, you can leave your thoughts and opinions. What do you think of this? I mean, maybe Chase Venster was just at the pizza place and he didn't go to a pawn shop. Or maybe he just went to the pawn shop but didn't go to the pizza place. Or maybe he went to both. I guess it depends at the end of the day. In your opinion, do you think if it's true that Venstra was in Ogden the day Dylan went missing, do you think that's it, case closed, Chase Venstra is innocent? Or is there a possibility that Venstra earlier in the day visited Dylan's place, witnessed Dylan being hurt, taken out by Brenner, some kind of confrontation, some kind of actions went on, and then afterwards Venstra appeared in Ogden, getting away from it, eating, maybe doing some other activities in between? Could that be a possibility? I mean, one of those things where if we knew about the polygraph test, the questions Chase Venstra failed on in relation to Dylan, that could really help. If it was, what could be a good example? There's one. The question could have been, at the time, Chase Venstra, is it true you were in Ogden all day? And he said, yes, correct. And it turned out to be a lie. Then you could be thinking, oh, so what was he doing earlier on? And then the next question could be, during the day, at any point did you visit or pass through Lucin? And he might say, no. And it's a lie. And it makes you think, oh, so you were in Lucin earlier. What were you doing there? And then the next question could be, did you visit Dylan's farm or grain shed? And then we lied again. Then it's like, wow, there we go. Suddenly, 1 minute at Dylan's place of living, the time he went missing, well, the day he went missing, and then later on ends up in Ogden, potentially going to a pawn shop to sell maybe items of Dylan to make a bit of money, and also having a pizza to fill his stomach, to maybe distract himself, to get away from what went on, who knows? I mean, from what I know of, Chase Venstra hasn't killed anyone. Jim Brenner either has or been very close to fatally hurting someone. So it's more in Brenner to do that, maybe not Venstra. But I'm not saying that Venstra is innocent. I'm not saying that Venstra is the main suspect. I'm suggesting that Venstra could play a part in some way, whether he knows something about Dylan or knows who hurt Dylan, or maybe was even present to witness it, to see it unfold, and/or participated by choice or not in disposing of Dylan. You never know. Dylan's gun is not at his trailer, not at his vehicle. It's either still on him or it was taken from him. It would make sense that it was taken from him. I know the previous video I covered, it was, if you haven't already checked it out, I'll provide a link down below. It's a very important, deep, multi-bulk based one, okay? Is that correct wording? I don't know. And I was basically saying, where is Dylan's phone? Where is his wallet? Where is his gun? Are they all on him at the time he went missing? Or were some of the items at his trailer or in his vehicle? Okay? I mean, one of those things, if Dylan was taken out, taken somewhere, hurt, whatever, I'm sure the suspect would have taken items off of him to benefit in some way. If it's a gun, Brenner likes guns. Or maybe the gun was used to take out Dylan because he didn't want to use his own firearm. Chase Venstra also likes guns and will steal them just like Brenner. So that could explain that. The wallet and card. What's the point stealing it if, well, what's the point taking it from Dylan if no transactions have been made? I mean, I can understand maybe because they don't want to be traced or tracked down. But could it have been they took the wallet and then somewhere they looked at it and thought, there's no money in here, and then chucked it off and thought, well, can't make use of it, pointless. Possibility. As we know from what Candice has said, Dylan would withdraw $120 to $140 worth of money per month, once a month. He did receive money, from the checks, custom farming, but that was a check and then put into his bank account. And then that money was then spent on farming equipment, seeds and all that stuff. So it was like a cycle. So because he didn't have much money on him, if anyone did get that wallet, they'd probably be disappointed. They might not look immediately, they might check afterwards and then might just chuck it out the window when driving by or chuck it into a pond, who knows. That recklessness, that lack of care, just like how the boots were just chucked behind the dirt mound, possibly. As for the phone, would that have been used? Would that have been taken anywhere, stolen? That could have been on Dylan in his pocket, because that's the one item I do think was on him when he went missing or when shit went down. And the reason why I say that is because he's a farmer. He's out there in the middle of nowhere, working with equipment, doing, physical activity. When it comes to farming, there can be farming-related deaths and injury. Anywhere in the world, it can happen, things can go wrong. If Dylan got hurt, serious or not, twisted wrist, a cut, a bruise, whatever, could be anything, could be really bad or not so bad. Got the phone on you, you can ring up, call for help. If you leave your phone back there at your place of living, you might not be able to get back. There's no one else around. You're screwed. So it makes sense to why a farmer would take a phone with them, especially if they get hurt or injured. So there's that. That could explain why the phone ping was way over that way west. Whether Dylan was literally over there when something bad happened or he was taken that way. Possibly. As for the gun, people have said he takes his gun with him wherever he goes. I don't know about that. Maybe other people do. When it came to Kenny Veach on his hike, there was questions around that about having the gun strapped to him because it would rub on the side of you. It'd be uncomfortable with the hiking, the movement. It would restrict you. Would he have that on his side all the time? Maybe not. So there was that. As for Dylan, if you're farming, and depending what you're doing, if you're bending down or moving around, could you accidentally... No, you're going to have the safe mode on, aren't you? So that shouldn't be a matter. But is it going to reduce your mobility if you've got a gun on the side of your hip or waist area as you bend down and reach? Is it going to get in the way? And this is the thing, why would Dylan have to have the gun with him walking around in the middle of nowhere where there's no one present? If Dylan is confident enough and casual enough to leave his vehicle open in which anyone could come along and steal it, and yet that's never happened, then why would he need to take a gun with him wherever he goes? You know what I'm saying? If you're in an area where there's a lot of crime, a lot of burglary, you're probably going to lock your car, most likely. You might even try and park it in a garage, possibly. You might even have cameras installed. And if it's a rough area where there could be a bit of violence or people getting attacked or mugged, you're probably going to have a firearm on you, and you're going to keep that on you wherever you go. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you know not much can go wrong up till before the disappearance, then you're probably not going to take the gun with you. Unless something happened near Dylan's place of living, which then, got him to think, oh, I need to go to my trailer, or I need to go to my car, pull that firearm out, strap it on me, and now I need to inspect because I heard a noise around that corner. I heard some commotion going on. I need to go and investigate. Could something like that happen? I mean, speaking of which, could it have been like a freeway, almost like a Mexican standoff in some kind of way? Just a random theory on the point, okay, so don't take it too deep. But from what has been said about Justin Rounds, oh fucking hell, I'm getting so thirsty, my throat's dried. So what's been said about the whole situation with Don Hatley, okay? Don Hatley getting a bit aggressive verbally with Candice, but also getting physically aggressive with Justin Rounds. Supposedly there was some kind of standoff between three guys. It was Justin Rounds, and was it Brenner? Or Justin Rounds and Kurt? Can't remember which guys it was. It might have been Justin Rounds and Kurt Wadsworth, or somebody else. And then it was said that Don Hatley came in between them during the argument with a shovel in his hand. So who knows, like if there was some kind of argument going on between two other guys, Dylan stepped in the middle of them and said, hey, what's going on? And then got taken out. I don't know. Something random like that could have happened. Direct, indirect, as I said. All different, occurrences and outcomes. So it's worth taking to mind. Now, end of the day, I guess time will tell whether there's new court documents or new information regarding the polygraph test, maybe the questions surrounding the test, the individual ones asked towards Chase Venstra, maybe. Maybe there's like CCTV that could come out at some point. If there's any investigations, additional ones, I don't think you can trust the police to investigate, because you think of Ogden way over that way. As I said, what is it, like 270, 290 miles or something? Do you honestly think Box Elder County are going to cover that distance? I don't think so. If they were very certain that, like within a 30, 40 mile distance between Montello to Lucin, and originally the police were like, no, we're not going to cover that amount of distance just to get to Jim Brenner's trailer. No, we're not. I mean, they did in the end, but there was a bit of forcing. Naturally, they weren't going to bother, probably because of the distance. Hell, they wouldn't even bother going to Montello originally to, receive that call from Kurt and, investigate to see if he was being held by Aviles or Venstra or something. Dylan, that false call, that false lead. So they couldn't be bothered doing that. They couldn't be bothered covering that distance. So going to Ogden, I don't think they would ever bother or consider doing that. I think it'd have to be some kind of independent individual, some private investigator. I mean, this is very on the spot. It's just worth suggesting right now whether the real Jim Terry is present or not. If Jim Terry is here right now, if you've heard about Chase Venstra supposedly being in Ogden on the 28th when Dylan went missing, and that there is supposedly CCTV footage at one of the Little Caesar pizza places at 10 p.m. or around where Chase Venstra was seen on camera eating a pizza, is it worth Jim Terry visiting down there, if it was possible, or somebody else closer to maybe ask about the CCTV footage or ask and interview one of the individual workers that's working there who might know of something? And also, is it worth checking any of the pawn shops to see if any items like of Dylan's, like his gun, his firearm, are they there, present now, or not? Who knows? It's just worth mentioning and, getting to the bottom of, because look, here's the thing. People want timelines. Yes, that's useful. That's good. I think, what would you say? Fragmented, kind of, but we've looked at different, past events and stuff that might have gone on, some way back in the future, and others a couple of days before Dylan went missing. But I think it's also critical to try and look at the timeline of what went on the 28th. And I think looking at Chase Venstra's point of view, well, what he's been up to, that could fill it in possibly. We could do an overall timeline on the 28th at least, of all known individuals, of all known locations they were spotted or seen at. You know what I'm saying? So we supposedly know that Chase Venstra is in Ogden. Dylan is at the grain shed. Jim Brenner should be at the grain shed in his place of living trailer, but he supposedly said on the day or so he was at Don Hatley's. If anyone knows where Don Hatley's trailer is, or more specifically has the coordinates of Don Hatley's trailer or farm, feel free to leave a comment down below. Okay, it's quite important, this. Kurt Wadsworth, supposedly in Montello. Ty and Lance in Montello. You know what I'm saying? If we could, not live, but if we could just do a Google Earth project and pinpoint every known individual in the case of where they were on the 28th. As I said, we've covered Chase Venstra from the looks of it, covered Dylan extensively, but what about all the other individuals? What about Kurt? What about Don Hatley? What about Ed Harshberger? And like other people like that, the Wadsworth brothers, where were they all focused at on that one day? Because I know you can look before and say this led to this, that led to that, the build up, but more importantly, it's what happened on the day, who was present and who wasn't. who says they were here, but in fact they were there. That's what we need to get down to. So if any of you know that information around those type of people, and maybe coordinates too, want to fill in the blanks, cooperate in some way, feel free to just leave a comment down below, okay? So then at some point I can do another map analysis like this, and then just put all the markers on and then show you visually this is what it looks like as a whole collectively, like filling in a jigsaw puzzle, okay? So, I'm tired now, okay? Well, probably would be tired because of, what, nearly 80 days non-stop videos and nearly 100 videos uploaded. Fucking hell. Anyway, aside from all that, hopefully this video explains and gives a point of view towards Chase Venstra. Hopefully it helps in some way, and hopefully it was somewhat easy to understand, okay? I will provide some links down below of previous videos I've covered, which are kind of important, okay? And yeah, I think we'll leave it there. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. See you next time. For now, good night.